Once again, voters are at the polls today. Statewide early voting is underway for the primary runoff elections. A few metro Atlanta counties got a jump start over the weekend. Early voting ends for everyone this Friday, June 12th. Runoff election day is next Tuesday, June 16th. These runoffs decide who will be on the ballot in November in Georgia's nationally watched midterm elections. And one of the big races, of course, is the Republican nomination for governor. Either Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones or billionaire healthcare CEO Rick Jackson will move on to the general election. The winner of the runoff will face off against the Democratic candidate, former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Also on the ballot is the Republican nomination for U.S. Senate. Voters will choose between Congressman Mike Collins and political newcomer Derek Dooley. The winner will face Democratic incumbent Senator Jon Ossoff. Voters in Fulton County will have another runoff race on their ballots between the Democratic candidates looking to become the county's top official. Mayor Andre Dickens called Mo Ivory the leader Fulton County needs. This comes one day after incumbent chairman Rob Pitts received an endorsement from one-time challenger Marvin Arrington Jr., who did not advance to the runoff. The winner will face Republican Eric Tatum in November. We have much more information about the runoff election on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and inside our free news app.